Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. He felt that his whole life was some kind of dream, and he sometimes wondered whose it was, and whether they were enjoying it. I'd far rather be happy than right any day. Would it save you a lot of time if I just gave up and went mad now? If there's anything more important than my ego around, I want it caught and shot now. The ships hung in the sky in much the same way that bricks don't. Space is big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the road to the chemists, but that's just peanuts to space. Did I do anything wrong today? Or has the world just been like this, and I've been too wrapped up in myself to notice? I really wish I'd listened to what my mother told me when I was young. The story so far: in the beginning, the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move. There's a theory which states that if ever anyone discovers exactly what the universe is for and why it is here, it will instantly disappear and be replaced by something even more bizarre and inexplicable. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light, with the possible exception of bad news, which obeys its own special laws. Isn't it enough to see that a garden is beautiful without having to believe that there are fairies at the bottom of it too? The average population of all the planets in the universe can be said to be 0. It follows that the population of the whole universe is also 0, and that any people you may meet from time to time are merely the products of a deranged imagination. My doctor says that I have a malformed public duty gland and a natural deficiency in moral fiber, and that I am therefore excused from saving universes. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. Anyone who is capable of getting themselves made president should on no account be allowed to do the job. You live and learn. At any rate, you live. A common mistake that people make when trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools. This planet has, or rather had, a problem, which was this: most of the people living on it were unhappy for pretty much of the time. The impossible often has a kind of integrity to it, which the merely improbable lacks. Words used carelessly as if they did not matter in any serious way often allowed otherwise well-guarded truths to seep through. The secret of healthy hitchhiking is to eat junk food. All opinions are not equal. Some are a very great deal more robust, sophisticated, and well supported in logic and argument than others. A learning experience is one of those things that say, you know that thing you just did? Don't do that. It can be very dangerous to see things from somebody else's point of view without the proper training. I love deadlines. I love the whooshing noise they make as they go by. For a moment, nothing happened. Then after a second or so, nothing continued to happen. A beach house isn't just a real state, it's a state of mind. Don't believe anything you read on the net, except this. Well, including this, I suppose. He has personality problems beyond the dreams of analysts. To summarize the summary of the summary, people are a problem. I'm so great even I get tongue-tied talking to myself. I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that I don't know the answer. Since we decided a few weeks ago to adopt the leaf as legal tender, we have, of course, all become immensely rich. The quality of any advice anybody has to offer has to be judged against the quality of life they actually lead. Everything you see or hear or experience in any way at all is specific to you. You create a universe by perceiving it, so everything in the universe you perceive is specific to you. See first, think later, then test. But always see first. Otherwise, you will only see what you were expecting. Most scientists forget that. The universe is an unsettling big place, a fact which for the sake of a quiet life most people tend to ignore. Many would happily move to somewhere rather smaller of their own devising. And this is what most beings, in fact, do. Don't you understand that we need to be childish in order to understand? Only a child sees things with perfect clarity, because it hasn't developed all those filters which prevent us from seeing things that we don't expect to see. The thing that used to worry him most was the fact that people always used to ask him what he was looking so worried about. "Sir," I said to the universe, "I exist. That," said the universe, "creates no sense of obligation in me whatsoever." We are not endangered species ourselves yet, but this is not for lack of trying. It is, of course, perfectly natural to assume that everyone else is having a far more exciting time than you. I think the problem, to be quite honest with you, is that you've never actually known what the question is. Nobleness was one word for making a fuss about the trivial inevitabilities of life, but there were others. Everybody has their moment of great opportunity in life. If you happen to miss the one you care about, then everything else becomes eerily easy.